Well, leave it to Activision to do one thing great and then 4 things bad. You know what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about the Call of Duty World War II on Game Pass. Now, if you're playing this on Xbox, you have nothing to worry about. But if you're like a user like me playing it on PC because you don't want to put it on your Xbox, you were playing on PlayStation when it dropped, and you're like, you know what? It is what it is. I got Game Pass. Might as well download some Call of Duty World War II and experience it on PC. Now, if you're like me, right, the Steam version and the Game Pass version, you can't play with each other. But you might as well not play it at all anyways, because now you're just going to get RCE'd. You're going to get ratted. Just like Black Ops 3, you're going to get ratted, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a screenshot from Twitter. Shout out to Nero. Nero says, leave it to Activision. CoD World War II is on Game Pass, but it is not safe to play on PC. Hackers are able to use an RCE exploit to get access to your machine, even open up Notepad and type to you. Look at the screenshot he has. And this motherfucker goes and says, Mark E. Mayer just RCE'd your. Please contact Mitchell Steelberg and NUP LLP. That is insane. Insane. Now, you have all this money, all this time and energy. You threw it up on Game Pass. Like, this is the front page of Game. Let me open up Game Pass for you guys. This is the front page of Game Pass. This game was being advertised. This is how I saw it. It was right in front of my face. I was like, COD World War II already? That's insane. Windows Edition? I'll take it. Like, the first few things on Game Pass right now this morning is literally... Are you serious, bro? Are you serious? As of now, if you go to the Game Pass page, it's literally the 5th game over from the left to recently added Ultimate Chicken Horse. I don't even know what that game is. Rise of the Tomb Raider, Little Nightmares, and then Mecha Break, and then there's Call of Duty, and then all the World of Warcrafts, which is actually pretty cool. I might have to go and download some of the World of Warcrafts and go play them. It was absolutely awesome. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is it another gaffe, another fumble, they dropped the ball, money bags, money dollar sign? You know what I'm saying? Is this another one of those scenarios? Let me know in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. This is insane. Call of Duty, you've had time and time again. You give us some money. I literally bought Game Pass for FBC Firebreak. Now I'm over here worried about if my PC is going to be ready because I decided I was going to also download Call of Duty World War II. Now, what is RCE? What is an RCE exploit? Let me explain to you guys what an RCE exploit. Let me explain to you guys what a RAT is. Now, RAT is a remote access tool. An RCE is remote code execution. This means an attacker can run code on someone else's computer or server remotely, often by exploiting a vulnerability. Now, for example, a web app is an RCE flaw. An attacker could send a specifically crafted request that causes the server to execute malicious commands. RCE is one of the most dangerous vulnerabilities because it can give full control of the target system. However, the remote access Trojan or remote access tool, remote administration tool, is malware that gives an attacker remote control over an infected system. It has to be connected online most of the time, almost like a backdoor. Once a rat is installed, the attacker can spy on you, steal files, record keystrokes, activate your webcam, a whole bunch of other stuff. Famous rats are like Dark Comet, NJ Rat, and Poison Ivy. Don't download those unless you're being a weirdo. The key differences in RCE versus RAT. RCE is usually the method of exploiting a vulnerability. RAT is a tool or piece of malware used to compromise and maintain control with the vulnerability. Now, what does that say for Activision? Very, very possible grounds for suing. If someone exploited an RCE vulnerability in a game you were playing and that vulnerability existed because of the game developer's negligence, like they ignored the flaws and potential, it would likely fall under product liability and negligence depending on your jurisdiction. Now, I am New York. It does. But here are the big caveats. Most games, terms of service, and end user license, EULA, often contain disclaimers limiting the developer's liability and requiring disputes through arbitration instead of court. Basically just stated they're not responsible for whatever happens to you. Now, to have a strong case, you need evidence showing the developer failed to meet reasonable security standards. You'd also need to show actual damages, data loss, identity theft, financial harm, and not just like the vulnerability existed, not just that you just got access. You need to show that stuff was happening to you, stuff was being stolen to you, a crime was taking place. Now, there's practical points. Disconnect the affected device from the internet. Scan for malware, change your passwords on a clean device, contact the game support team to report the breach. If personal financial data was compromised, consider notifying your bank and relevant authorities. About suing though, it's often costly, so unless the damages were significant or many users were affected, which could lead to a class action. Pursuing legal action may not be practical for any individual or any of you guys here on this YouTube video. You could consult a lawyer or consult your boy Horizon here. I'm experienced in cyber. I'm just lying. I'm not. But consult a lawyer that is experienced in cybersecurity, technological law, identity theft, for specific advice on this situation relating to Call of Duty. It is going to be insane. We are on the high seas, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do not play Call of Duty World War II right now. It was fun for the few days that we were playing it. I should have made a video about playing it, but now we cannot. So Call of Duty World War II, it's in the books. Another game, another death. I'm out of here.